Hello, YouTube. Here we are again. I'm indoors this time. The weather's a little unsettled today, and I couldn't rely on it for filming videos. So I'm in the old homestead. Do a lot of renos, so this is pretty empty. A little echoey in here. Today, I'm here to talk to you about one of my favorite kinds of knives, leukus. I got 5 on the table, and I have another one on the way. So I'll do another video for that later on. But these of these 5, 4 of them, for the most part, are Finnish from Finland. The Stromeng on the far end is Norwegian in persuasion. All of them are 80 CRV2 steel, except for the Stromeng again, because it is just labeled as carbon steel, and I've not been able to find a decent descriptor of the type of steel they use, but it's good rugged stuff because I see a lot of good reviews for them. But anyway, enough of that talk. Let's get down to business. So we'll start off with the one closest. This is one I create. This is one I built myself. This is made from a Lauri Metalli little leuku 120 blade. The handle's ash, and sealed it with beeswax, nickel end cap, and nickel bolster. The sheath is obviously a little different. Is antler. I like the Sami way they do it, so I endeavored to give it a try on my own, and I made sewed the upper for it myself. There's some leather I had, and just came out beautifully. A little weighty, but it's a beautiful setup. But anyway, good retention too. Here's the birdie. As you can see, I have been using it. A little rugged, a little beat up, but don't make them or don't buy them to look at. So I say this is the Lauri Little Leuku 120. So the blade is 120 mils. This one in particular overall is 240. I put a large handle on it because I have really big hands, and as a working knife I wanted it to fit comfortably. Yeah, the ash antler, and I have birch bark here with the nickel little nickel guard on it. Beautiful little blade. I'm really happy with how this came out. It's really great in the hand. There's hardly any weight to it. It's just a good working knife. I like it for my general. I like it for general stuff. If I'm cutting lines for my hammock or my tarp, it's a good thing is I can just kind of set it in the sheath and not lock it in, and I can draw it and use it repeatedly without any issue. Spine is, you can hear how sharp that is. It does strike a ferro rod. Does better one way than the other, so I'm guessing that's more of a manufacturing thing, but no, that's a real gem of a leuku, and I love it. So next, this one's real pretty. This is my Erapuu, this is my Ahti leuku. Basically the Ahti leuku 18 because of its 180 millimeter blade. And this is a work of art. I mean, the sheath is just gorgeous. I mean, you can tell I run it. I got sap on it there. I mean, it's got a beautiful bird. Something in Kalava, Finland. There. The decoration in there. I mean, everything's brass, all the pins and workings. dangler, all brass and leather, beautiful. Now this, the other side, that's a doozy of a blade. There's the Ahti logo, they have it burned on. The handle is just stunning. I mean, look at the grain in that. Smooth, but not too smooth, so it grips the hand a little bit. I mean, the brass is beautiful. Little spacers in there. The tang, you can see it comes right to the very end and smoothed. Again, I got big hands. That fills the hand really well. I've actually done some decent bushwork with this, despite it's very light. It's the lightest probably of all the leukus I have, including the Lauri one. But yeah, it's a real gem. I mean, and just the hand, the grip alone, because it has that beautiful swell, that little bit of a finger notch. I mean, that just fills the hand beautifully. The blade is 3 mils thick. Again, 80 CRV2. It's nice. Just a real pleasure of a knife to hold. You just look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a beauty. Oops. Now this guy, the heavyweight contender, it's a Roselli heavy leuku blade, 80 CRV2, 5 mils thick. This thing is a hoss. And this was the very first sheath I ever attempted to make. So it was a good idea at the top, and then it gets kind of progressively more rugged towards the bottom, but it holds the blade well. No rattle, no nothing. Good retention. So, I mean, I did something right. The leather is a kind of a distressed, there's a distressed look, which I kind of like. And this thing's been on a few trips with me, and it just gets worked and worked and worked. And you're going to see it in a minute. And this, there's that big 5 mil thick blade. I mean, this sucker is rugged. And again, big hands, so I made a big handle for it. This is one I made myself. Oak, ash, and moose antler. Staggered combination, and the brass cap here as a ferrule. And you see the blade is dirty and a little rugged, because I mean, anything needs to get dismantled by a blade, this thing will do it quick. Tang comes right through. I mean, yeah, that's a blade of blades. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this project, and I enjoy using the blade. This has been a real gem of a pleasure to use. Like I say, I left it long. I could choke it back, and it'll really pop wood. Again, it's smooth, but not too smooth. It'll grab the hand and it holds. And it works really nice. I'm a real big fan of this one. Now, the one that started it all. My first leuku. My Erapuu 210. And oh baby, I got this thing and it just changed. It changed everything as far as my love of leukus go. Fishtail sheath, leather. Again, nice tooling work on it there. Star logo. And this thing, you gotta pinch the sheath, because the sheath head, the mouth is actually a little narrower than the blade. So, but this thing, Lauri Metalli blade, as is most blades, they're prolific knife makers, so their blades are everywhere. Brass. I did my own burn work on it. It's the little Sami blacksmith on there. I blacksmith in my spare time, so there's that. And I put the Sami compass on the other side. And this thing is just, it fills the hand right up. That's a big old handle. The blade 3 mils. Just pretty standard, I'm guessing, because anything heavier would be too cumbersome to carry. I mean, that 5 mil and that, the extra 2 mils, you really feel it when you hold it in your hand. I mean, you could choke that up on that butt end, and that really, that's really nice. That fills the hand good. Like I say, I got big hands, and that, you know, that's a lot of handle. Good rugged stuff. I mean, this thing, took a bushes with it. You can see it's dirty, a little beat up. I cleaned it up as best I could. 80 CRV stains really quick, but it just shows that it just shows you love them a little more. It's a beauty, you can say. Bought this, fell right in love with it, just loved it, and as it's the one that started the love of leukus for me. The last but certainly not least is my Stromeng KS8 carbon steel blade, differentially treated, so it's got has a hardened blade as opposed to a softer spine. Sheath is a lot of caribou motifs. The Sami people are traditionally caribou herders, so the Sami flag and brass, which they hold in very high regard. They thought it had magical powers, healing powers. So the leuku was adorned heavily with it. I put a little bell on mine. Don't know why. Thought it'd be cool, so I did it. The banding matched the orange on the flag, so that's good. Brass pommel with a tang right through, peened. Leather. I beeswaxed this one so that it's a little more stiff. They come a little soft from the factory, a little dry, so it gave it a little more, gave it a little moisture. And this one seats deeply into the sheath. I mean, the pommel is right here at the end, but I mean it just comes out a little bit. Now this, pull it and you give it a squeeze to make sure it's flat, and here it is. Here's the business end. And this one here gets a lot of work. You can tell the brass is a little dirty on it. There's this knives mid Stromeng AS 8-inch carbon steel blade, 3 mils thick. I don't know. There it is right there. You can just see it. The temper lining on the blade. Front end's pretty dirty, but the back end, you can see it right there. Just kind of cool. And I mean, the ferrule, solid wood right to the end, brass collar. The oiled birch handle, really nice stuff. It fills the hand, but not quite as much as the Erapuu. It's a little slighter handle, thin profile. I'll say this thing, I've run it quite a bit. I mean, I don't buy them to look at, I buy them to use. So I really like this one. This was my my newest. It just arrived a little while ago, so I've been really putting her through her paces. But no, it's been a honey for me, and I really like how it works. I got one more on the way. I have a Lauri 140, a little longer blade coming in. It's not here yet. I'm waiting for the Postal Service to land it. When I do, I'm going to make that. I'm going to make a video specific for it. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I'm far from the most popular dude on YouTube, but every little bit helps. So thanks a lot, and I look forward to making my next video. Cheers.